Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's a beautiful summer day here in Nova Scotia. I haven't posted a video in for like forever. So I decided, well, I might as well just get caught up with everybody. I'm down in the basement, kind of tinkering away. It's too hot outside to be working today. So I just thought, it's nice and cool in the basement. I got a couple of guitars on the go, and I thought I'd sit down here all day and just listen to music and, work on the guitars and see how they turn out. So let me show you what I got on the go and show you some of the stuff I've picked up. Uh, I really got into this guitar repairing thing kind of as a hobby, and I don't want to do it for fixing for other people and stuff because I kind of just enjoy doing it myself. I've got some like my Yamaha, for example, that I bought, probably the second guitar I own. It's one of the guitars that's going to end up on this bench. The finish is cracked on it, and the fretboard is very worn from me using it a lot, obviously. As well, the neck, the Lutheran that has set it up for me, set it up with really low action. Well, just from humidity and stuff and it changing, now the action is sucks. It buzzes like hell. So I'm going to replace the nut because a lot of people think, oh, just adjusting the neck will fix the problem. But the problem is that once you start reaching with that neck, then you end up causing a problem with the guitar years down the road. So I'd rather just replace the nut and then adjust it to that. So what do we got on the go? So I have a 12-string Vantage that I picked up a couple months ago. You may have seen it on Facebook. I cleaned and polished it, and it looked okay. Went to the Lutheran. He said, "Oh yeah, well the saddle's peeling off and all sorts of other problems." So I just got it back from him, and I set it down in the basement. And said, you know what? I can repair just about anything. So I'm thinking I'm going to play with that guitar till I get it working. And besides that, it's a kick-ass guitar, a nice, heavy, solid 12-string. You don't get them with necks like this anymore. And I thought, it's worth saving. Let's put it that way. So let me show you. So it's on the bench right now. These turnbuckles are being replaced with custom. Look at that. Custom ones, black. I thought that would look a lot nicer with black ones on there. The fretboard was badly damaged in along this area here because somebody tried to use, I don't know if I have one of them kicking around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, actually I do. They tried to use one of these. It is a fretboard, basically it grinds along the edge to a file, basically, to take the sharpness off of it. So I guess somebody used that and dragged it across the top because I could see clearly the mark. So it's sanded out. It's not bad, but you can't sand too much because then you're going to take the roundness out of the neck. Plus, there's a lot of scratches and whatnot, and people playing it, it had some wear marks on it. So that's in the middle of being redone. That'll be restained and looking black. The top of the guitar is, to say the least, not pretty. It's got a lot of scratches. It's all dinged up and stuff. So I did re-glue the saddle, which, went unbelievable. I was really happy with the way that turned out. So once I polish it and get it all cleaned up and water sand it and everything, I'm sure it will actually look 100% better, but we'll wait and see. I found this old kit of mine. It actually was, when I was working at a construction site, we used it for refinishing stairs. I thought it was gone years ago, and I was going through some storage stuff, and I found it. And I guess that it, with all the handymen that have used it over the years, it was almost empty. So I ordered all new dyes and glues and pastes and stuff so that I can repair little stuff like, like this. I can repair that so you can't even see that, and I don't have to refinish it to do that. So that was one thing I invested. Well, let me show you some of the projects I've been kind of working on. Don't mind the mess of the basement because I'm a slob in the basement, basically. That is a Martin D1. Had a crack in it. It actually turned out really well. The back of it, not so much. I'm still working on it, so I put it off to one side. So sometimes when you're working on a project, you should take a break from it because then you can kind of work on it. It also had heavy sweat marks on the back side of it that looked absolutely terrible. This guitar, this one turned out better than I thought it would ever turn out. This actually is a donor. I bought this for my sister before I moved out to Nova Scotia. See if I can get it unzippered here. And there you go. They're not an expensive guitar by any means. I think they're $100 specials. But the saddle, this, was she had it in her basement for over 2 years, and when we pulled it out to play it the other day, we noticed the saddle was actually peeled up at almost a 30-degree angle, like sitting like a wedge like this. So I had to remove all the strings, take the saddle off, and clean it all up, and then re-glue it back on. I've put the strings back on it, but quite honestly, they're not tightened up. It's just enough to put them on for now until I get the guitar back to her. And that repair went really well. We were supposed to do the open mic at Port Midway. We got the new subs in for it, and big ass speakers now that we've got for the system. Let me flip. Unfortunately, last weekend I fractured my ankle. Weekend before, actually. Fractured my ankle and badly sprained it, so I'm not able to carry a lot of weight. So I just said we called it off. So hopefully in the next week or so we'll do that open mic again. Just so you guys know, if you'd like to see or hear some stuff that's going on here in Nova Scotia, you can tune into 99.3 FM. That's in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. That's QCCR radio. You can hear, let me get these off because I feel like I'm wearing a pair of binoculars, plus they're full of sawdust. You can go onto their website and go to podcast. And when the podcast pops up, there's all sorts of shows that are running. By all means, look at any of the ones that are on there. There is a section for South Shore Rental. It's where I'm talking to different professionals about renovating and, kitchens and real estate and what's going on with the market and stuff. The other show is really kind of cool, and I really enjoy, well, I say I enjoy doing it, but I can tell you the night after it's done, I'm buried in the computer trying to mix the music, and sometimes it's not a lot of fun. Anyway, it's called The Night at the Cellar, and it is spotlighting South Shore musicians. So basically, we go to musicians and say, hey, how would you like to come play here? It's like playing like on a stage. Well, it is a stage, actually. It's at the Cellar, the Route 3 Cellar here in Nova Scotia. It's an excellent place for if you guys want to find a place in Nova Scotia to eat. That place is reasonably priced and great food. So anyway, we get them up on the stage. They play whatever music they play. We record it through their mixing system, and then I down mix it so that it's capable of going on the radio with the next couple days. I take 3 hours and combine it down to 2 hours. So there are some songs and stuff that get dropped. There's a lot of talking that gets dropped off, obviously. But it's interesting to listen to some of the music and some of the way the people play differently. There are some very talented people here that I just, I can think of several that are playing there, but I'm not going to mention their names because it's like I'm doing favoritism, right? So I don't know, go there, listen to the South Shore, the Cellar, Night at the Cellar, and please leave an email comment for the station as to what you think, because the more people that show up there and make any comments about it, then it shows interest and we'll keep doing it. We have another one coming up. I think it's on the 12th of July. And so far, Nicole, I'm trying to think of Nicole's last name. It has eluded me. We'll be playing the last set. We have 2 openings left that we're filling right now. We had one that was filled. The person had to cancel because of some obligations. So we're kind of looking to fill those spots. But we're getting really good at the mixing part. That was a real problem for us because there's a mixer there that is very technical. And it took me a little bit to get the hang of it. So now it's kind of gotten better and we are improving as we go along. So I'm hopeful that the show's going to continue on, and I don't know, maybe one day we'll get somebody on the show that someone will take notice to them and, it'll get national coverage. And to me, that's the only reason I'm doing it, is just to make sure that people out here are very talented. I'm really impressed. And not only that, the music crowd out here, there's a lot of people to go and jam with and, have fun with and learn all about it. Now, as a budding guitarist, I have the opportunity to play with people that I respect a lot, like Wade, Dave, Victoria, a lot of people, Sam Wenzel. These people are very talented, and if even a little bit rubs off on me, I figure I'm doing pretty good. So what genre of music am I going to play? I have no idea. I'm just right now just enjoying the ride and doing the best I can as far as getting into the industry, and hope that it carries on. Thanks very much for tuning in. I promise next time that I actually post something, it'll be a little bit more worthy of watching. And I'll probably post Vantage when I'm done just to show you how it looks because, you know, there's a heck of a difference when I'm done. If this looks anything like a set of staircase that I've done, this will probably look pretty good. I know my ex-boss, Jeff, is looking at this video going, that one time he did it, that was bad because I did it like I was refinishing a boat. So 3 stairs look really super shiny. And the rest of them that were done before looked like the builder grade staircase, if you know what I mean. So we had to redo the stairs. So I know he's probably shaking his head going, no, no. But, you know, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure the guitar will look pretty cool when I'm done. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Don't forget, go to QCCR FM and tune in and see what's going on.